Kyle, I know you so well that I have a feeling I know what you're going to answer. You're up 2-1, but?
It's the first of 4. We're not satisfied. It's an opportunity. We got to continue to get better. Try to get another one and keep growing as a group. I think, having a lead and understand that they are the defending champs, and they do have champions, and they have MVP and all defensive players, all-stars. They're going to come out hungry, but we have to go out there and still compete and try to win the game.
Before Game 3, you said you wanted to let it rip. On a scale of 1 to 10, where was your rip?
It's like a 6.5.
Oh, really?
7. I mean, I'll be honest, there's a lot of shots I still could have taken, but the game dictates it. Sometimes, the game, you take the game and you go and take it, but at some points you still can't, get over aggressive. You want to kind of maintain your point guardness, and for me it's, sometimes you score and sometimes you make the right pass and sometimes you let, the big dogs eat, and, Pascal's got to go in a little bit. Kawhi had a great game, Mark had a good game, and Danny hit 6 threes, so, you kind of let everybody still, feel themselves.
Kyle, great look, splash! How about that? Kyle Lowry with a big 3.
You talk big dogs, but you are the most ferocious dog. Are you surprised that there still are some people that count you out?
Do what it takes to win. It's like one of the things where it's a catch-22. Game 1, I didn't do much, but we won. No one said anything.
But you still did a lot.
Point-wise. And I think I think what it is, honestly, is in our world that we live in of basketball, everyone worries about scoring, and that's the thing. And for me, it's never been about scoring. It's always about winning. And you're not you can average 50 points a game, but if you're a losing team, nothing matters. It's a cool self-promotion to be scoring, but if you're not winning, then, what is it? For me, it's just about winning basketball games. I can go out there, I don't care if I score or not. If we win as a team, as a group, I'm happy.
Through the years, I've seen you have altercations, or should I say conversations with some fans, some good with Drake, some not so good with opposing fans. But have you ever seen in your life anything like what you saw in Game 3?
No, not coming from an owner, not coming from a guy. I don't know anything. I didn't know who he was at the time, but there's no place in our game for that.
Did you have to show some restraint?
I did, because simply he was that close. He gave me a shove, and he had nothing to do with the play. And I wasn't touching him. I didn't touch anybody around him that was associated with him. I was getting ready to make sure everyone was okay around and say, you guys okay, but he gives me a shove and says some vulgar things to me, and there's no place in our game for that. And the league stepped up, and hopefully they do some more to make sure he's not a part of their ownership group anymore.
You see there that guy with the left arm pushing him.
They're escorting the guy out right now. Somebody from NBA security is right there.
Because it can get crazy on the sidelines. I mean, you've heard lots of stuff like that before, but nothing ever physical.
No, nothing like that. I've never been pushed in an NBA game by a fan, and if he pushes me on the street, it'd be a different result. I guarantee you that one. But I know he wouldn't do that.
So what about pushing forward now? You're 2 wins away from an NBA championship. That has to sound pretty good.
I think about Game 4, honestly, Rod. You guys know. You guys know how I am. I'm thinking about Game 4 and what we got to do to get better. They'll have Clay back. They'll have Steph going again. The crowd will be behind them, but we got to continue to be better as a team and stay level-headed and understand that the moment is this next game and this next possession and this next minute.
What have you learned about the NBA Finals, a stage that you've never been on before? I mean, this has been a long ride.
It's fun. It's fun, man. It's everything you kind of wish for. You kind of grow up, you watch it on TV. It's basketball at the end of the day. It's the game we love. It's what we work for. It's taken me 13 long years to get here, and I'm just enjoying every moment of this.
The Raptors have come out inspired.
If you're the Toronto Raptors, you can't relax one bit.
I mean, they call him fun guy. Is he a fun guy?
He is, man. And they laughed about it. At that time, I didn't see the clip. I heard about it, but listen, he didn't do it to be malicious. That's just he's.
Is he that focused?
When you get between the lines, I've never seen a guy really turn it on and stay as locked in as he is between those lines, and he gets into a mode and it's just like, let's go to work.
Kawhi with a left-handed slam, plus the foul, hit Leonard to the line.
Boy, another strong move by Kawhi Leonard.
Do you feel you have the Golden State Warriors in a good spot right now?
They're still the champs. We still got to go out there and worry about ourselves, and that's the main focus that we have. Can't worry about them as much. That's our opponent, but we got to continue to do what we do as a group.
How important then is Game 4 to have a 3-1 lead going back to Toronto?
Super important. It's going out there and doing our jobs and making sure that we can go out there and finish, the job and the task that we set to ourselves.